in this video we will be discussing about second order derivative. That's basically higher order derivatives. In previous video we have discussed about derivative, what is differentiation, what is derivative. We have discussed about derivative from first principle. We know all the formulas of derivatives. Okay, first we know how will we represent the second order derivative. Suppose we know that y equals to fx, this is a function. Y equals to fx, this is the function. Okay, now for first order derivative, or what we have read, dy by dx, this is the representation. Okay, for first order differentiation or first order derivative, the representation is dy by dx, that is the coefficient is ddx of y. Okay, y is the function, y equals to fx. So from this we write dy by dx. Okay, now we can also represent y, this is y equals to fx. We can also represent that first order derivative equals to f dash x, or sometimes we can write as y1. Okay, so these are the representation of first order derivative. Now if we derive this function again and again, that's the higher order derivative. That's the higher order derivative. So if we derive it again, we get second order. If we derive that another time, that is the third order, and so on. But according to this syllabus we can study only second order derivative, that is up to second order derivative. Now how can we represent the second order derivative? Representation for second order derivative, we use d2y by dx square. How? Why we are representing it with d2y by dx square? See, at first, during first order derivative, that is derivative for the first time, that is ddx of y, Now for second order, it is d2y, d square by dx2 of y. Okay, that is d2y by dx square. That's how we represent the second order derivative. We can also write, if we consider the function, we will write f double dash x, or we can also write, here we wrote f y1, here it is y2. So these are the methods how we can represent the second order derivative. For example, we don't have to learn any other formulas. The formula which is known to us, we can only apply those formulas. Suppose y equals to 3x square cube plus 2x square plus 3. This is a function y equals to 3x cube plus 2x square plus 3. Now dy by dx, we know that it will be 3 ddx of x cube plus 2 ddx of x square plus ddx of 3. This is the first order derivative, we know that. Therefore 3 into 3x square plus 2 into 2x plus 0. The derivative of constant is 0. Therefore 9x square plus 4x. This is dy by dx. Okay. Now the second order derivative. What is second order derivative? We will again derive this formula. Derivative of this, that is d2y by dx square, that is ddx of 9x square plus 4x. Okay, now again 9 ddx of x square plus 4 ddx of x, that is 9 into 2x plus 4. Okay, that is 18x plus 4. This is the second order derivative. As simple as that. No new formulas. What we knew in the previous video, what was the formula of derivative, we will just apply those formulas. No new formulas we have to learn. Okay, so you may copy it down. Next one. Next one. Suppose y equals to x cube log x. Okay. This is the function. Y equals to x cube log x. Okay. Now, these are the two functions, x cube and log x. These are the two functions. So we can write that is d dx of, that is dy by dx equals to d dx of x cube into log x. Since two functions are there, we will use the product rule. The product rule, that is, we know that d dx of uv will be u d of dx v plus v d dx of u. This is the product rule. So we can apply the product rule, that is x cube d dx of log x plus log x d dx of x cube. Okay, now x cube log x d dx of log x means 1 by x plus, this is log x, and d dx of x cube, d dx of x cube means that is 3x square. Okay, now we can cancel out, that is x square plus 3x square log x. This is the first order derivative. Now we will be finding out the second order derivative. Second order derivative, that is d2y by dx square. d2y by dx square, that is d dx of x square plus 3x square log x. Okay, the first one, that is d dx of x square plus d dx of 3, that is x square log x. Again two functions are there. This one I can do, that is 2x, and this is the product rule. Again we have to use the product rule, x square, that is d dx of log x plus log x into d dx of x square. Okay, now this is 2x, 3 x square log x means 1 by x plus log of x into 2x, that is 2x plus 3x plus 6x log of x. This is the second order derivative of x cube into log x. Now we will see more examples. The next example, y equals to sine of log x. Okay, sine of log x. So at first we will see sine, then log x. Now dy by dx equals to d dx of sine of log x. First, that is sine. We will consider log x as x. First we will consider log x to be x. Therefore d dx of sine x means cos x. We know cos x. Therefore we can write cos of log x. Now chain rule. Since it is not x, this is log x, we will have to differentiate log x separately. This is log x. Okay, that is cos of log x into 1 by x, that is cos log x by x. This is our first order derivative. Now in case of second order derivative, we will again derive this one, that is d2y by dx square equals to d dx of cos log x whole by x. Now u by v, that is we will use quotient rule. quotient rule. Okay, what is quotient rule? Quotient rule means that is d dx of u by v. U by v, that is v d dx of u minus u d dx of v by v square. This is the quotient rule. We will apply this rule because two functions are there. One is in the denominator, the other is in the numerator and denominator. That is the quotient u by v. Now we will write x d dx of cos log x minus cos log x into d dx of x by x square. Okay, that is x. Cos log x means again that is minus of sin log x into d dx of log x, just like this, that is 1 by x. Okay, minus cos of log x into d dx of x means 1 by x square. Now we can cancel out this x and x. This is product. Okay, now that is minus sin of log x minus cos of log x by x square. So we can take minus sin as common. It will be sin log x plus cos log x by x square. Okay, now the next example. Now example 3. Example 3. Here it is given y equals to root over 3x plus 2. Prove that y into d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx whole square equals to 0. So it is given, the function is given, and we have to prove that y into d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx whole square equals to 0. Now we can write y equals to 3x plus 2 whole to the power half. Okay, now the first order derivative, that is dy by dx, that will be, first the power will come 3x plus 2 half minus 1. Now the chain rule, this is not x, this is 3x plus 2. Now we will have to differentiate 3x plus 2 separately. That is the chain rule. We are applying the chain rule. Okay, now that is half 3x plus 2 whole to the power of minus half into 3x plus 2, that is into 3 plus 0 since constant. Okay, that is 3 by 2 into 1 by root over 3x plus 2. Okay, so this is the first order derivative. Okay, now how will we find the second order derivative? Just by differentiating it again. Okay, this is the first method. Okay, that is d2y by dx2 will be 3 by 2 ddx of 3x plus 2 whole to the power minus half. Okay, now plain and simple, that is minus half 3x plus 2 minus half minus 1 into again that is ddx of 3x plus 2. Okay, now that is minus of 3 by 4 3x plus 2 whole to the power minus 3 by 2 into 3. That is 2 is constant, ddx of constant will be 0. Okay, now that is minus of 9 by 4 3x plus 2 to the power minus 3 by 2. This is d2y by dx square. Now what we have to prove? Prove that y into d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx whole square equals to 0. Now LHS y means that is root over 3x plus 2 into d2y by dx2, that is minus of 9 by 4 into 3x plus 2 whole to the power minus 3 by 2, okay, plus dy by dx whole square. Dy by dx means dy by dx, that is 3 by 2 into 1 by root over 3x plus 2, that is whole square. Now 3x plus 2 into minus 9 by 4, we can write, that is 3x plus 2 into 1 by 3x plus 2, okay, minus 3 by 2, that is minus 1 into minus half, that is 3x plus 2 into root over 3x plus 2. Since the power is minus, it will come as a denominator, okay. Now the square of this, that is 9 by 4 into 1 by 3x plus 2, okay. Now we can cancel out this, so it is minus of 9 by 4 into 1 by 3x plus 2 plus 9 by 4 into 1 by 3x plus 2. Now we can cancel these two out, that is 0, equals to RHS, that is proved. So this we have to prove. So first we have done the first order derivative, okay. Then the second order derivative. Now we are just substituting the values what are given over here, that is y into d2y by dx2. We have the value of y given over here, okay. Now the value of d2y by dx2 is this, we are substituting the value over here, and dy by dx, that is dy by dx, that means the first order derivative, we are substituting the value of first order derivative, and that is whole square. Now the answer will be 0. This is how we can prove this type of solution. This is the first method. We are showing the second method, how we can solve these types of sums. Now the next, now example 4, that is, here it is given that y equals to sine inverse of x whole square. We have to prove that 1 minus x square into d2y by dx square rather minus x dy by dx equals to 2, okay. That is, this is the function y equals to sine inverse of x whole square, and we have to find or prove, that is 1 minus of x square into d2y by dx2 minus x dy by dx equals to 2. Good. Now the function, that is y equals to sine inverse of x, dy by dx equals to 2 sine inverse of x, okay. Now chain rule, ddx of sine inverse of x. First we are doing for the power, that is 2 sine inverse of x. Now for sine inverse of x, that is ddx of sine inverse x. This is the chain rule, we are applying the chain rule again, that is 2 sine inverse of x into 1 by root over 1 minus of x square. Now in the previous example we were differentiating this function. Now we will apply a second method. What is the second method? We know that y equals to this, so just cross multiply, that is dy by dx, that is dy by dx into root over 1 minus x square equals to 2 sine inverse x, okay. Now we will find the derivative of both the signs, okay. This is the second method, we are applying the second method. Just see, now this is the two function dy by dx into, therefore we will apply product rule in the left hand side, product rule, that is dy by dx into ddx of root over 1 minus of x square plus root over 1 minus of x square into ddx of dy by dx equals to 2 sine inverse x. Okay. Now dy by dx, ddx of that is half root over 1 minus of x square into minus 2x. That is, we can write 1 minus x square whole to the power half. Now ddx of 1 minus x square whole to the power half will be half into 1 minus x square whole to the power half minus 1, that is minus half. Now into ddx of 1 minus x square, that is the chain rule. So half 1 minus x square whole to the power minus half into minus 2x. Since ddx of 1 is 0, that is ddx of constant will be 0. Now we can write half root over 1 minus of x square into minus 2x. So I am writing this one, that is half root over 1 minus x square into minus of 2x. Okay, so I am rubbing this out. Now plus 1 minus of x square, that is ddx of dy by dx, that is d2y by dx square equals to a simple mistake, that is ddx of sine inverse of x, that is 2 sine inverse x means 1 by root over 1 minus of x square. Now we can cancel out 2, that is minus x by root over 1 minus x square into dy by dx plus 1 minus x square into d2y by dx square equals to 2 into root over 1 minus of x square. Now it is, the denominator is 1. Now we can find the LCM. The LCM will be root over 1 minus of x square. Okay, that is minus x dy by dx plus root over 1 minus x square into root over 1 minus x square, that is only 1 minus x square into d2y by dx square equals to 2 by root over 1 minus of x square. Okay, now we can cancel out this 1 minus x square, 1, that is root over 1 minus x square and root over 1 minus x square. So the resultant will be minus x dy by dx plus 1 minus x square d2y by dx square equals to 2. See, we have to prove this. It's already proved. Okay. So this is the second method we are applying in this example. In the previous example, we have to find out the first order derivative, then we have to find the second order derivative, then we have substituted the values in LHS and RHS. And in this example, we are applying the second method. Whichever is easy for you, you can apply that. So in this example, first we have find out the first order derivative. Now, first order derivative, now what we have done? We have just cross multiplied it. That is root over 1 minus x square, have cross multiplied over here. Now we are derivating both sides and the answer is already proved. Okay, so pause the video and just copy it down. Okay. Example 5. Y equals to e to the power m sine inverse of x. Okay, show that or prove that, whatever, show that 1 minus of x square d2y by dx square minus x dy by dx equals minus m square y equals to 0. Okay, so y equals to e to the power m sine inverse x. We have to show that 1 minus x square d2y by dx2 minus of x into dy by dx minus m square y equals to 0. Same method we are applying. We are applying the second method. That is the method we have used in the just previous example. Now y equals to e to the power m sine inverse x. That is dy by dx equals to ddx of e to the power m sine inverse of x. Now this is e to the power n sine inverse of x into chain rule. The power we know ddx of e to the power x is e to the power x. So e to the power m sine inverse x, that means e to the power m sine inverse x. Now we have to differentiate m sine inverse x separately, that is by using the chain rule. Okay, that is ddx of m sine inverse of x. That is e to the power m sine inverse of x dy by dx equals to m into sine inverse x means root over 1 minus of x square. Okay. Now what we will do? Just cross multiply it. That is root over 1 minus x square into dy by dx equals to m into e to the power m sine inverse of x. Okay. Now can we write e to the power m sine inverse x as y? Can we write? That is 1 minus of root over 1 minus of x square dy by squaring both sides. That is 1 minus of x square into dy by dx whole square equals to m square y square. That is squaring both sides. Now we will find the differentiation or derivative both the sides. That is, this is product rule uv, that is 1 minus of x square ddx of dy by dx plus dy by dx into ddx of 1 minus of x square, okay, equals to m square ddx of y square. Fine. Now 1 minus of x square into ddx of dy by dx, that is d2y by dx square. Okay. Now plus dy by dx into ddx of minus of x 1 minus x square, that is minus 2x. Okay. Small thing. This is square. Sorry, here it was square. Now one minus of x square, it is 2 into dy by dx, okay, into d2y by dx square. Okay. Now plus dy by dx into ddx of, that is minus 2x, equals to m square into 2y dy by dx. One thing, since this is dy by dx, we are differentiating this term with respect to x. That is, this is, we are not doing with respect to dy by dx. That's why we have to write d2y by dx2. Same, since we are differentiating with respect to x, that is 2y into dy by dx, we have to write dy by dx, since we are differentiating y with respect to x. Now this is 2 1 minus x square dy by dx into d2y by dx square minus 2x dy by dx equals to 2 m square y dy by dx. Now we can divide both sides with 2 dy by dx. We can divide both sides by 2 dy by dx. That's what we can write. That is 1 minus x square. We are dividing both sides with 2 dy by dx. That is 1 minus x square into d2y by dx square. Okay, minus x, just a second, dy by dx into dx, okay, 2 dy by dx, okay, done. That is x dy by dx equals to m square y. Okay, now that is 1 minus of x square d2y by dx square minus x dy by dx minus n square y equals to 0. So again, first order derivative. Okay, now we are just cross multiplying it. That is dy by dx into root over 1 minus x square equals to m into e to the power sine inverse x, and we are substituting the value of e to the power m sine inverse x as y, that is my. Now we are squaring both sides, that is 1 minus x square dy by dx whole square. That is, now this is uv, that is square, just a second. So it is 1 minus x square into dy by dx whole square. Okay, next that is uv, that is product rule, 1 minus x square ddx of dy by dx whole square, 1 minus x square d by dx of dy by dx whole square plus dy by dx whole square into ddx of 1 minus x square, that is u ddx of v plus v ddx of u. Okay, I have missed to write the square over here. Okay, now m square, that is m square ddx of y square. Now 1 minus x square, and it is ddx of dy by dx whole square. The power at first will come first, that is 2 dy by dx into d2y by dx square plus dy by dx whole square into ddx of 1 minus x square, that is minus of 2x. Now m square into ddx of y square means 2y into dy by dx. Why into dy by dx? Because we are differentiating y with respect to x. That's why we have to write dy by dx over here and also over here. That is, we are differentiating dy by dx with respect to x. That is the second order derivative. Okay, now we have to divide both the sides with 2 dy by dx, 2 dy by dx. Okay, 2 dy by dx, 2 dy by dx and 2 dy by dx. That is 1 minus x square d2y by dx to minus x dy by dx equals to m square y. So just transfer m square y in the left hand side, that is proved. So we can apply both the methods, whichever is easier to you, you can apply that. That is the second example. What we have done, first order derivative, then we have differentiate again that function, it's the second order derivative, then we substituted the value over LHS and RHS, and in the last two examples what we have done, we have just cross multiplied the denominator, then we have find the derivative both the sides, and in this example we have just squaring both sides. Why squaring both sides? Here we have got m and we have to show that m square y, that's why just we have squared both sides. Okay, so this is all the methods we have to do for the second order or the higher order derivatives. Thank you.